Hare Krishna. I welcome all to our Bhagavad Gita class. Today, the question that we'll be addressing is: do you really control your life? All of us want to control our life, right?
Yes.
Hmm?
Right.
We all want to have total control of our life, and we want to
Freedom,
have,
what we want.
control our life the way we want things should happen that way. And now, today, we'll be answering the question from Bhagavad Gita perspective as: do you really control your life, or how exactly it happens, right? So let us revisit the shlok number in chapter 3. Krishna has told a shlok, said Krishna said, prakrite kriya marani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankara vimudha atma kartaham iti manyate. Krishna says that this Atma, this Vimud Atma, he addresses this Atma, this soul as Vimud, foolish, foolish Atma. Ahankar, because of Ahankar, because of
Ego.
false ego, not ego, because of false ego. What happens? The Atma, we think that I am the doer, but actually I am not the doer. Who is the doer? Prakriti Kriyamani. It is the Prakriti, the guna, the material nature, the modes of material nature which actually control our life, right? Based on how our karmas are, we are getting to that. So this is what Krishna says. Now, why he says ahankara? Ahankara vimud atma, when he says, actually he's talking about, why he's saying it's vimud atma, because this atma, the soul as such is pure. The soul as such is pure. And what it is, as Krishna has told in the 15th chapter, he says, Mamaivansho Jivaloke Jivbhuta Sanatana. Atma is nothing but a part and parcel of me. That is what he explains in the 15th chapter. And also in the second chapter, we have learned when Krishna says that the soul is eternal, it cannot be cut, it cannot be withered, everything, like, it's there and it always exists. Now, but then what happens? Because we come into this material world, we become conditioned by the prakriti, by the modes of material nature. What is the mode of material nature? By goodness, passion, and ignorance, based on our previous karma, because based on our previous association, we get entangled and we want to enjoy away from Krishna. So we come to this material world. And when we come to this material world, the soul is pure. But because we take this body, we start identifying ourselves with the body. Instead of knowing that I am Sushmita, the soul is different and the body is different, and I have taken this body because of my karma, what happens? I forget about my Atma, I forget about soul, what soul is. But what happens? I start identifying with this body as Sushmita, and I don't bother about soul at all. I only think about this body as Sushmita, as soul, and I do everything for this body in the life. And because I do, that is the false ego. False ego means not understanding the real position of Atma, which is actually a part and parcel of Krishna, and it has to go back to Krishna. We identify with this material body. And what is this material body? This material body, as we have learned, it is made up of all Prakriti, material nature, which is Jad, which does not have life. But soul is a marginal energy. It is the marginal energy. And but what happens? The soul gets attached to this material elements and start understanding itself as a material, and we start identifying ourselves with the body, and whatever we do with this body, we think that I am doing, and because of that we get bound in this cycle of the bondage is there. The day that we understand that I am not this body and I am the soul which is separate, once we understand that, and we just don't, as we read in the last class, we don't attach ourselves to the body and do our work, then what will happen? We will actually move towards, the soul will move towards liberation, right? So what Krishna has said, that the only people who are vimud, who are foolish, thinks that I am the doer. But in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that we will be starting today, Krishna explains the 5 factors of action. Whatever action that we do, there are 5 factors that influence that action. It is not just me that does the action, but there are five factors that influence the action that we do. And this is from shlok number 13 to 17. So let us read the shlok number 13. Let's see who are those five elements which actually control our actions. Yeah. So shlok number 13, 18.13. पंचैतानि महाबाहो
पंचैतानि महाबाहो
कारणानि निबोध मे
कारणानि निबोध मे
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि
सिद्ध्ये सर्वकर्मणां
सिद्धे कर्मकर्मणां
पंचैतानि महाबाहो
पंचैतानि महाबाहो
कारणानि निबोध मे
कारणानि निबोध मे
सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि
सांख्ये कृतान्ते
सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणां.
सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणां.
So in the 13th shloka, Krishna explains Siddhaye sarva karmanam. Sarva is all, karmana means all work gets done. Siddhaye gets done by how? Panchaitani Mahabaho. Mahabaho is Arjun. Krishna is addressing Arjun as Mahabaho, which is O mighty armed one. What is he saying? Panchaitani karanani. Panchaitani means there are five factors, five karan. Karan is reasons, five karans which actually siddhyaik sarva karma, because of which all the work actually happens. And from where is he quoting this? He is quoting it from Sankhya Kritante. Sankhya Kritante is what? From Vedant philosophy. Sankhya is from Vedant. Kritante. Kritante is end of Vedas. What is end of Veda? It is the Vedanta. Vedanta is end of the summary of Vedas is in Vedanta. So Veda Sankhya Kritanti Proktani. So based on the Vedanta philosophy, I am telling you Nibodh me. Nibodh means now I am going to tell you. So what is I am going to tell you? That whatever actions, all the karma that we do are actually influenced by the five factors, right? And that is the five factors we will read in the next few shlokas, right? Now, let's read the English translation by Srila Prabhupada. O mighty armed Arjun,
O mighty armed Arjuna,
according to the Vedanta, there are five causes for the accomplishment of all action. Now learn of these from me. 18.14. Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha prithak vidham vividhascha prithak cheshta devam chevatra panchamam. Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha prithak vidham vividhascha prithak cheshta devam chevatra panchamam. So Krishna explains Adhishtanam. Adhishtanam is the first thing, that is a place of action. Adhishtanam is the place of action. What is the place of action? Now this is, so currently when we are in 18th chapter, as I have explained earlier, Bhagavad Gita is of 18 chapters. Now the first 6 chapters mainly focused on Karma Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, a bit of Jnana Yoga. The middle one from 7 to 12 is on Bhakti Yoga, and from 13th to 17th is on Jnana Yoga, and 18th is conclusion. So the first 12 slok that we read in the last class was actually about the Karma Yoga. So their conclusion, the 18th chapter is a conclusion, a summary of all the 17 chapters, right? So in the first 12 slok, Krishna has given a summary of Karma Yoga. Now from 13 onwards, he takes us to Jnana Yoga. Now he's talking more of from the summary of the Jnana Yoga. And if you remember, we talked about in the 13th chapter about Kshetra and Kshetragya, right? We talked about the question that when Arjuna asked about what is Kshetra and who is the Kshetragya. So what is Kshetra? Kshetra is this body, this Sharir, this body which is made up of material elements is Kshetra. It's called the field of activity. Kshetra is the field of activity. And who is the Kshetragya? Someone who knows this body is the Kshetragya. And who knows this body? It is the soul and the super soul which is residing inside. Remember? So this is what we read in the 13th. So 13 to 17 is Gyan Yoga, and slowly you will see that now what you all will read will be a culmination of a summary of what we have read there, right? So first thing Krishna says, the out of the which are the five factors? The first factor is Adhishtanam. Adhishtanam is the place of action. And what is the place of action? It is this body. All the activities is done by this body. Then Tatha Karta. Karta is the performer. Karta is the performer, which is the soul. So what is the difference between a living body and a dead body? The body extremely same, everything is same. The only thing is, in a living body soul is there, and in a dead body soul is not there. So if soul is inside, if the consciousness is inside, then we can do action. But if consciousness is gone, then we cannot do any action. So karta is the performer, which is linked to soul. Then karanam. Karanam is what? Karanam is all the all the 14 elements that Krishna had explained. What was there? It is about our Jnanendriya, our Karmendriya, because of which, how through which we take the action. For example, what is our Karmendriya? Our hands, our legs. So these are our, they are a Karmendriya, right? Through which we perform action. And then our Jnanendriya, with which we gain knowledge, our eyes, our nose, our touch, tongue, right? So all these are our what do you say, Jnanendriya. So these are the Karana. Karanam is the through which we perform the action. Okay. Karanam cha prithagvidam. The different type of Karanam. The different types are like hands, legs, then eyes, ears. These are the different types of Karanam through which we do actions. To actually do the actions. Vividhascha prithag cheshta. Prithag means different, and cheshta means endeavors. Then apart from the sharir, the karta, the karanam, we have prithak, we perform lot of, we do lot of endeavor to achieve that work, right? So it is prithak. Prithak is different, chesta is endeavor, the thing that we do. And then finally devam, the super soul which is residing inside our heart, the super soul which is residing in our heart. These are the five factors through which an action happens, right? So let us now read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. The place of action, the body, the performer, the various senses, the many different kinds of endeavor, and ultimately the super soul. These are the five factors of action, right? So we'll go back to 13th chapter, 22nd slok, where you don't have to go, where what Krishna has said in the 13th chapter, 22nd slok. Krishna has said, उपदष्टा अनुमंता च भर्ता भोक्ता महेश्वरः परमात्मेति चापयुक्त देहम अस्मि पुरुष param. What he has explained, updashta. What is the meaning of updashta? Updashta is the overseer who is seeing all the things that to happen. He is seeing overseer. He is seeing everything. Updashta. Anumanta. Anumanta means he is a permitter. Permitter means yes, approved or not approved. So what happens? As a soul, as a human, we desire something. We desire. But how to, whether this desire should be fulfilled or not, is the permitter. The super soul gives the permission. So he is the permitter and he is the overseer. He knows all your karma, whatever karma we have done through millions of births that we have taken. He has a record of everything, and based on that, based on a desire, whether he will approve it, permit it, or will not permit it. So Updashtra Anumanta Cha. So overseer, permitter, Cha Bharta. Bharta is master. Bhokta is enjoyer. Maheshwara is, he is the supreme lord. Paramatmeti. Param Atma. Paramatma is what? Super soul. Chap Yukta Dehe Asmin Purusha Para. O Arjun, in this Dehe, in this body, inside this body, there is a super Paramatma. There is a super soul who is residing inside this Dehi, and that super soul is actually the permitter, the overseer of your activity, and he is para, he is transcendental. So this is what Krishna has told in the 13th chapter, 22nd slok. So whatever we are doing, so let us, the English translation is, yet in this body there is another, a transcendental enjoyer who is the Lord, the supreme proprietor, who exists as the overseer and permitter, and who is known as super soul. Who is known as super soul. This we have already read in the 13th chapter. And in the 13th chapter, 32 shlok, Krishna also says, Sharirastho Kaunteya na karoti lanipati. He explained the position of the Atma. He says, Sharirastho. Sharirastho means, stha means inside, which is situated. Something, the soul Atma is situated inside this body. Sharirastho api Kaunteya. O Kaunteya, O Arjun, the soul which is residing inside the Sharira, na karoti lalimpyati. What is the original behavior of the soul? So it does not do anything, and neither it gets entangled in anything. That is the actual position of the soul. The soul is a part of Paramatma Krishna, and its actual position is it does not, neither it performs any action, neither it gets entangled to thing. But then what happens, once it gets contaminated because of this events is get, when it comes to this material world, it starts identifying with the body. And then what is this body and this material world? It is a material energy. It is defined by the material energy. And when it gets linked to it, then what happens, it actually gets into the it starts identifying as themselves, and actually it results into our repeated birth and death. But if the actual position of the soul, instead of attracted towards the material energy, gets attracted towards spiritual energy, towards Paramatma, towards God, then what happens? It moves towards liberation, right? So soul as such is pure, but it all depends upon where exactly the soul gets bound, to the material energy or to the spiritual. To the accordingly, either the soul will move towards liberation or it moves towards the bondage in this birth and death, right? So this is what we have already read. So here Krishna says that the performer, the ways. So we have read the English translation, right? So these are the 5 factors which actually perform all the actions. Now let us go to the 15th shlok. शरीर शरीर वाक् मनोभिर्यत् कर्म प्रारभते नरः न्यायं वा विपरीतं वा पंचैते तस्य हेतवः. शरीर वाक् मनोभिर्यत् कर्म प्रारभते नरः न्यायं वा विपरीतं वा पंचैते तस्य हेतवः. So here Krishna explains sharir. Sharir means body. Vak means speech. Mano means mind. Anything, karma is work. Anything that is done by body, speech or mind. Prarabhate nara. Whatever work that has been done, what sort of work? Nyayam va vipritam. Nyayam is either right or viprit, which is wrong. Whatever actions which is done by this body, speech, mind and mind, they all are done because of these 5 factors. This is all done by the 5 factors, right? So let's read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. Whatever right or wrong action a man performs by body, mind or speech is caused by these factors. So what is, as per Bhagavad Gita, is the right action? Any action which is as per the which is taking us for liberation, or is as per Bhagavad Gita or all our spiritual text, they are the right action. It is performed as per our scriptures. They are the right action. But anything which is not performed as per the scriptures and which is going to take us towards the bondage is the wrong action, right? So this is what explains the 15th shlok. Now let's go to the next shlok, 16th. Tatraivam sati kartaram atmanam kevalam tuyah pashyatya akrit buddhitvan न स पश्यति दुर्मति. तत्रैवं सति कर्तारम् आत्मानं केवलं तु यः Pashyatya akrit buddhitvan
Pashyatya Buddhitvan
na sa pashyati durmatihi.
Na sa Pashyati Durmatihi.
So now Krishna explains here about durmati. Dur means bad, mati is buddhi, and pashyati means sees. What does they see? Kartaram atmanam. Kartaram atma. Kartaram means I am the doer. Kartaram atmanam. Atmanam is I am the doer. When kevalam is only I am the doer. That is what the less intelligent, those who don't understand, those who don't have the knowledge, what do they think? Whatever is happening is because of me, because they don't know about all these five factors which influence an action, which influence the action. So what does Krishna say? Let's read the English translation. Therefore,
Therefore,
one who thinks
one who thinks
himself the only doer,
himself the only doer,
not considering the five factors,
not considering the five factors,
is certainly not very intelligent
certainly not very intelligent,
and cannot see things as they are.
cannot see things
As they are. Now the 17th shlok. Yasya naham na aham krito bhavo
Yasya na ankrito bhav,
buddhi yasya na lipyate
buddhir yasya na lipyate,
hatvapi sa iman lokan
atvapi sadimalokan,
hanti na nibadhyate
antena nipatyate,
yasya naham krito bhavo
yasya na krito bhav,
buddhi yasya na lipyate
buddhir yasya na lipyate,
hatvapi sa iman lokan
atvapi sadimalokan,
hanti na nibadhyate.
antena
So
nipatyate.
Krishna explains to Arjun, yes, those who na aham krito means aham krito means I have done it, and does not have a that bhav that it is not I bhav, that it is because of me, I have done it, because all these are causing the bondage. Those who don't have this bhav when performing any action, and buddhi yasya lipyate, and those whose mind is not entangled in the work that they are doing, so they are not entangled by the mind, and neither they have the feeling that whatever is happening, I am the doer, I am doing it. So what happens to them? Hatva pi imam lokan. Kill, even if they kill in this slok, even if they kill, hanti na nibanditi. If they do not, what happens? Even if they kills, but what happens? They will not get the bondage, right? Because they are not doing by themselves, they are not doing it, yeah, and na nibadhyate, and they will also not get bound in the by his actions. So let us read the English translation. One who is not motivated by false ego,
One who is not motivated by false ego,
whose intelligence is not entangled,
whose intelligence is not entangled,
though he kills men in this world,
though he kills men in this world,
does not kill,
does not kill,
nor is he
nor is he
bound by his actions.
bound by his act.
Yeah. So now this is the last slok by which Krishna explains to Arjun. So what when did Krishna start speaking Bhagavad Gita? When Arjun was totally what Arjun had actually seen his grandfather, his all brothers, his all father-in-law or relatives in the battlefield, and he knew that he's going to kill them, right? And because of him, they are going to die. So what does he tell Krishna? He says, how can I kill all of them? When I kill all of them, what will happen? What will happen? There's no point living after killing them. If they all are my relatives, they all are related to me. And if I'm killing them, then what will happen? Actually, it's better that I go to beg by living and I go to forest. I don't want to live. And then he had actually put down his Gandiv, and he surrendered to Krishna. So Krishna is telling that why Krishna explained to him these five factors. He is saying, you are not doing your duty, you are attached, Arjun, you are forgetting that you are a soul, and you are identifying yourself with the body, and you are thinking that you are going to kill them. You are thinking that you are going to kill them. It is not that you are going to kill them. It is not that you are going to kill them. He has already shown in 11th chapter that I have already killed all of them, and he is the supreme lord. I have in the 11th chapter, he's already shown Arjun, he has given that vision where all the people, all Dronacharya, everyone is already dead, and Krishna has already killed them. So he's saying he is the permitter inside his heart. And what you are doing, you are actually getting attached to your body. You are forgetting your dharma. And what you have to do, you have to, he's saying, when you work as naham krito, without attaching yourself to the work, without attaching yourself to the work. If you are performing the action, when you are doing your duty without getting attached to it, without enjoying the fruits of it, then what will happen? You will not accrue any sins. You are not going to accrue any sins because you are doing your duty without any attachment. You are following your dharma. What Krishna is saying to Arjun, you are following your dharma. It is not that you are doing it. You are not going to accrue any sins because you are, if you are not attached to the work you are performing, you are not attached to the result, neither your mind is getting attached to the results of it, then what will happen when you will not get attached to it? Then what is happening? You are not going to accrue any sin. Even if you kill all of them, hatva pisa imam lokan, even if you kill in this world, you will not get any sense out of it. You will not kill them. And then na nibadhyate. Na nibadhyate means you will also not get bound by this action. If you are keeping the eye separate, if you don't mix your body and soul, if you understand this concept of body and soul, that you are the soul and you are doing your duty without getting attached to it, then you are not going to suffer anything, right? How we can understand this is, think about the soldiers. The soldiers, when they are employed by the government and when they are sent to fight at the border, what happened? They kill. And when they kill the enemy, what happens? They are celebrated. They are celebrated because they have done their duty, because they have done their duty. But then the same soldier, if he is on vacation and he goes to his village and he kills someone in the neighborhood, he will be punished because then he is not following the law. So when you are doing something as permitted by the policy, by the government, then it is your duty. When you're on duty, you're doing it. You are not going to get any sin, no punishment. You are rather appreciated for it, right? Similarly, if we separate the body, and what is gyan? Gyan is knowing that we are not this body, but we are soul. Understanding the real position of the soul. And what is the work of the soul? It is actually to work for the supreme. That is the position of the soul, not to get entangled in the material world, right? So, do you really control your life? Again, so let's look at this question that we started with. Do you really control your life? Actually, we don't control. We when we think that I am this body, if and start acting on it, which is not true, because what happens? We are not this body, we are soul. And then before we can desire, but actually there are 5 factors that influence any decision, any action that we do. And the important one is the super soul, which is residing inside our body. And unless the super soul permits, the activity cannot be done, cannot be performed. So it is not that I desire and it can happen. All these factors have to get aligned before an action actually takes place. Yeah. So this is the answer to the question. Do you really control your life, right? And then we continue with chapter 18, the next few shlokas. The next 2 shlokas, which is 18th and 19th shlok, the topic is about 3 motivators and 3 constituents of action. So let us read the 18th shlok. ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं परिज्ञाता त्रिविधा कर्म चोदना करणं कर्म कर्तेति त्रिविध कर्म संग्रह ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं परिज्ञाता त्रिविधा कर्म चोदना करणं कर्म कर्तेति त्रिविध कर्म संग्रह. So Krishna explains to Arjun that there are three motivation because of which any action takes. And what is this 3 motivation? Which is jnanam, the knowledge; geyam, geyam is the object of knowledge; and parigyata is the knower. Trividha karma chodna. So these are the impetus, these are the factors which actually motivate any action. And when this motivation has happened, then how the action is performed by other three things, which is karanam, karm, and karteti. So these are the other three constituents which actually make the action happens. So what are, for example, so let us read the English translation. Knowledge,
Knowledge,
the object of knowledge,
the object of knowledge,
and the knower
and the knower
are the three factors that motivate actions.
are the three factors that motivate action.
The senses,
The senses,
the work,
the work,
and the doer
and the doer
are the three constituents of action.
are the three constituents of action.
Now, to understand this shlok, let us take an example. Now, suppose when I feel thirsty, yeah, so the knowledge that I am feeling thirsty is the knowledge, right? That I'm feeling thirsty. Now, once I know I'm feeling thirsty, what I'll do, I'll take water. So, right, so what is the object of knowledge?
Water.
That is water. And then you drink it, right? So the knowledge is that I'm thirsty, I need water, and then the how is the action performed? By my senses, by my hand, by me going and picking the water, drinking it, right? So gyan is the knowledge that something needs to be done, something is has this is needed. Gayam is that thing will satisfy that thing, and parigyata is someone who's going to perform, the knower who's going to perform that yeah, yeah, yes, I need it. Sushmita needs water, yeah. And then the senses, my hand will go, it will go to the pot, pick up the water and drink. They are the constituents of the action, right? They are the constituents. And if we relate it, then what will happen? Karma sangraha will happen. Then what basically, then the if I get attached to it, then I will sangraha, I'll collect my karmas. Yeah. Let's go to the 9th shlok. 19th shlok. Jnanam karma cha karta cha
Karma cha karta cha
त्रिधैव गुणभेदतः
गुणभेदतः
प्रोच्यते गुणसंख्याने
रोच्यते गुणसंख्याने
यथावत् शृणुतान्यपि
शृणुतान्यपि
ज्ञानं कर्म च कर्ता च
कर्म च कर्ता
त्रिधैव गुणभेदतः
गुणभेदतः
प्रोच्यते गुणसंख्याने
रोच्यते गुणसंख्याने
यथावत् शृणुतान्यपि.
यथा शृणुतान्यपि.
So Krishna says that now after 13th chapter we have read in the Bhagavad Gita 14th chapter about the modes of material nature. Modes of material nature, where we said the Prakriti has three modes, and whatever happens is influenced by the three modes of material nature, which is the goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. This is what we learned in the 14th chapter. So here Krishna is saying that even gyan, knowledge, karma is work, chakarta, the one who is doing the work, they are also of three types. They also falls under the mode of material nature. They also fall under the mode of material nature, and based on that, and I now hear it from them, and now I'll explain to you about it. So let's read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. According to the three different modes of material nature, there are three kinds of knowledge. Action, and performer of action. Now hear of them from me. Right? Now in the 14th chapter, Krishna has explained what exactly happened in the mode of goodness. Those people, though any person who is in the mode of goodness, and when they are performing action in the mode of goodness, what happens? They basically become any action that is done in the mode of goodness, it is illuminating. For example, you go to the temple, or you perform some yajna, or you give some charity. So what is happening when you are doing it? Then it is what is going to give you some happiness. It is going to give you some positive karma, right? So it is illuminating. It is actually helping you to become purer. It is helping you to become purer. And similarly, Krishna has explained that when we do something in the mode of passion, when I need a lot of wealth and I'm really working hard for getting that wealth, what happens? Then I have unlimited desires in the mode of passion. Then what happens? I actually get bound by more materialistic things. I get bound by more materialistic thing. And what happens in the mode of in ignorance? In the mode of ignorance, my activity will be actually bad, for example, drinking, laziness, and how it will be reflected on my body. The person will be sleepy always, lazy always, speaking all nonsense, not doing work, only criticizing. All these behavior are seen in the mode of ignorance, right? So this is what we have read in the 14th chapter. So let us read now. Krishna from 20th to 22 shlok, Krishna explains about the gyan, the knowledge in three modes. How the what are the three modes in which the knowledge, the gyan that we get is also in three modes. So let us read that. Shlok number 20th. सर्वभूतेषु येनैकं
सर्वभूतेषु येनैकं
भावम् अव्ययम् ईक्षते
भावम् अव्ययं वीक्षते
अविभक्तं विभक्तेषु
अविभक्तं विभक्तेषु
तज्ज्ञानं विधि सात्विकम्
तज्ज्ञानं विधि सात्विकम्
सर्वभूतेषु येनैकं
सर्वभूतेषु येनैकं
भावम् अव्ययम् ईक्षते
अव्ययं वीक्षते
अविभक्तं विभक्तेषु
अविभक्तं विभक्तेषु
तज्ज्ञानं विधि सात्विकम्.
तज्ज्ञानं विधि सात्विकम्.
So, in the 13th chapter, Krishna has explained what is Gyan. Gyan means understanding about body and soul. That is what is Gyan, knowing that body and soul is different. So, what is Gyan in the mode of goodness? In the mode of goodness, Sarva Bhuteshu Yenaikam. Sarva Bhuteshu means all living entity. Sarva Bhuteshu means all living entity. Avibhaktam. Avibhaktam means they are undivided. They are undivided. Ye naikam bhavam avyamikshitam. They are in which bhav? Although they are vibhakteshu, although they are divided, but they all have the same soul. It is the soul. Whether it is a human, whether it is a devta, whether it's an animal, whether any living entity that is there, the soul is same in it is they all have soul. They all have soul, and that soul is a part and parcel of living entity, right? So that the people that the when those people who have got this knowledge, they are in the mode of goodness. They are in the mode of goodness. This knowledge is in the mode of goodness, that whatever forms that we have, everyone has soul inside that, and it is the same soul which is part of Krishna. So that is in the mode of goodness. So let us read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. That knowledge by which one undivided spiritual nature is seen in all living entities, though they are divided into innumerable forms. You should understand to be in the mode of goodness. Right? Now we go to the next one, 21st. Pridaktvena tu yajnanam नाना भावान् पृथक् विधान् वेति सर्वेषु भूतेषु तज्ज्ञानं विधिराजसम्. पृथक्त्वेन तु यज्ञानं नाना भावान् पृथक्विदम् वेति सर्वेषु भूतेषु तज्ज्ञानं विधिराजसम्. So here Krishna says, Prithaktvena tu yajnanam. But those who sees that the soul, that for different people, the forms, they are different souls. Yeah. And where there's a confusion in the understanding of soul and body, whether soul is different or one with the body, or the soul is different in different forms. So when such type of conception is there, Prithaktvena tu yajnanam, Nana bhavan prithak. Nana means different types of soul happens in prithak vidhan, in different forms. It is different soul, and soul is different, and maybe soul and body is same. When such type of knowledge is there, veti sarveshu bhuteshu, among all that all living entities are like that. That gyan is supposed to be in the mode of passion, because that gyan is not the right gyan. That it is like soul and body is one. It is not different living entity has different souls. It is not the same. They are not part of Krishna. When such knowledge is there, then that knowledge is actually the mode of passion. And then the 22nd shlok. So let's read the translation by Srila Prabhupada in the 21st one. That knowledge
That knowledge
by which
by which
one sees that
one sees that
in every different body
in every different body
there is a different type of living entity,
there is a different type of living entity.
you should understand
You should understand
to be in the mode of
to
passion.
be in the mode of passion.
And 22nd slok. Yattu kritsnan vadekasmin
Yet to Krishna but ekasmin
karya saktam ahetukam
karye saktam ahetukam
atatvartham alpam cha
atatvartavad alpam cha
tattamasam udayatam
tattamasam udharatam
yattu kritsna vadekam kasmin
yet to Krishna vat ekasmin
कार्ये सक्तम अहेतुकम
karye saktam ahetukam
अतत्वार्थवद अल्पम च
atatvartavad alpam cha
तामस उदाहरितम.
tattamasam udharayat.
Now Krishna explains what knowledge is called in the mode of tamas, in the mode of ignorance. What is that knowledge? When atatvartha means tattva is what? The truth. What is the truth? That the Supreme Lord is the Paramatma, and we all have to have that knowledge. But then when we don't have that knowledge and we are just thinking that we are this body and keep on doing work for this body, then that knowledge is supposed to be in the mode of ignorance, right? Yeah, when you don't, when does not have a knowledge about the Paramatma, the Supreme Lord, but thinks that I am this body and this body is made only to keep on working and enjoying. If that someone who has that as a knowledge, then that is the mode of ignorance. So let us read the English translation. And that knowledge
And that knowledge
by which
by which
one is attached to one kind of work,
one is attached to one kind of
and
work,
that is all in all,
and they all in all,
without knowledge of truth,
without knowledge of the truth,
and which is very meager,
and it is very
is said to be in the mode of darkness.
said to be in the mode of darkness.
Yeah. So the knowledge that I am this body, I have to only keep on working, I have to earn money and enjoy, right? And I don't have to bother about, I don't care about knowledge about God, I don't want to read our scriptures. That is in the mode of ignorance, right? So this is what about knowledge. So this is what Krishna explained about knowledge in three modes. The knowledge in goodness means that those people who are knowledge in goodness means they know that soul is a part of Krishna, and in whichever form it is, whether it is Devi Devta, whether it is human, whether it is animals, whether it is trees, the soul, or for all living entities, soul Atma is there, and they all are actually one. They all are part and parcel of there. They are there. That is in the mode of goodness. But in the mode of passion means when they don't understand that soul, and they think that soul is different in different people, different animals, and also sometimes there's confusion about soul and body, whether it is one or different. So that knowledge is basically in the mode of passion, and that knowledge who doesn't bother about all these things, has taken a form of body, is only thinking this my life is made up of enjoying, working, get the wealth and enjoy. That is in the mode of ignorance, right? Then we go to the next three modes. Now Krishna then explains about karma, work in three modes. So what is work in three modes? Let us read about that. Niyatam sangarahitam
Niyatam sankarahitam
aragadveshatah kritam
ragadveshatam
afala prepsuna karma
phala prepsuna karma
yattat satvikam uchyate
tat sattvikam uchyate
niyatam rahitam
niyatam sangarahitam
araga dveshat kritam
ragadveshatam
afala prepsuna karma
aphala prepsuna karma
tat yattat satvikam uchyate.
tat sattvikam uchyate.
Now Krishna is explaining about the work, karma. So what sort of karma work? If the work is niyatam means regulated. It is regulated. It is not what I want to do, I will do it. It is my wish, so I will. No. It is regulated means it is as per the scriptures. When we are doing work as per the scriptures, so it is regulated. Sangara arahita. Sangara means without any attachment. I am doing my work sangarahita, without any attachment. Araga dveshat, without any, again, without any envy and without any expectation. When I am doing the work, afala prepsuna, without expecting any fall out of it, without expecting any result, enjoying the result of that karma. And that work is supposed to be in the mode of sattvic, that is the mode of goodness. So let us uh, read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. That action which is regulated and which is performed without attachment, without love or hatred, and without desire for fruitive results, is said to be the mode of goodness. Right? So any karma, when I'm performing, I don't get attached to it. I don't want to, whatever results is coming, I don't want to enjoy the result for that. Neither I have any envy for that. Or when the karma is performed in that way, then it is in the mode of goodness. Let us read the next one, 24th shloka. Yattu kamepsuna karma sa ahankarena va punah क्रियते बहुलायासम तद तद्राज राजसम उदाहृतम यत्तु कामेप्सुना कर्मा सा अहंकार कारेणे पुनः क्रियते बहुलायासम तद्राजसम उदाहृतम यत्तु कामेप्सुना कर्मा. So that karma which is calm up, is attached to the calm. Calm is to the results of it, to the enjoying the fruits of the work. Sahankarena svahapuna, and also with ahankar attached to the person that I am doing this work. Kriyate bahulayasam. Bahulayasam means putting lot of effort, and that is supposed to be in the mode of passion. That's supposed to be in the mode of passion, right? So let us read the translation. But action performed with great effort by one seeking to gratify his desires and enacted from a sense of false ego is called action in the mode of passion. And then Anubandham Kshayam Hinsam, 25th. Anapekshya cha paurusham mohadarabhyate karma yattamasam uchyate anubandham kshayam hinsam anapekshya cha paurusham mohadarabhyate karma yattamasam uchyate anubandham mohadarabhyate means it is more on illusion, perform something with illusion. Anubandham, which is going to cause bondage. Kshayam, which is going to put distress. Kshayam. Hinsa is with violence. When we are doing such work with illusion, then it will be in the mode of ignorance. So let us read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. That action performed in illusion, in disregard of scriptural injunctions, and without concern for future bondage, or for violence or distress, caused to others, is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Right? And then we talk about workers. So Krishna talked about the knowledge in 3 modes, then the karma in 3 modes, then the one who is performing the karma, the worker who is performing the karma. That performer also can be in 3 modes, which is from 26 to 28. So let us read that. Now he is talking about the person who is doing the karma. So it is us, right? Mukta sango anahamvadi Thityat sahasam anvitah saham siddhya dharo nirvikarah karta satvika uchyate mukta sango Nahamvadi
Muktasangon Ahambadi
Dhitya Utsaha Samanvitaha
Nritya Utsaha Samanvitaha
Siddhya Asiddhyo Siddhyo Nirvikaraha
Sidya Sidyo Nirvikaraha
Karta Satvika Uchyate.
Karta Satvika Uchyate.
So now the person who is performing the work and who has the knowledge, what is the characteristics? The characteristics Mukta Sango is free from any wrong association of any materialistic people. So Mukta Sango is performing the duty without any association. Neither ahamvadi, that this is mine, I am doing this. Neither that feeling that person has. Dhriti, doing the work with determination. Utsah, with lot of enthusiasm. And without wavering. Siddhya asiddhyo, whether it achieves the success or doesn't achieve the success, or it's a failure. Nirvikara, but then still the person is said to be in the mode of
Goodness.
goodness. So let us to read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. One who performs
One who performs
his duty
his duty
without association with the modes of material nature,
without association with the modes of material nature,
without false ego,
without false ego,
with great determination
with great determination
and enthusiasm,
and enthusiasm,
and without wavering in success and failure,
and without wavering in success or failure,
is said to be the worker in mode of goodness.
is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness.
Let's read the 27th shlok. Ragi karma phala prepsu
Ragi karma pada prepso,
lubdho hinsatmako shuchihi
lupto hinsatma ko suchihi,
harsha shokanvitah karta
harsha sokanvit karta,
rajasah parikirtitah
rajasa parikirtina,
ragi karma phala prepsar
ragi karma pada prepso,
lubdho hinsatmako shuchihi
lupto hinsatma ko suchihi,
harsha shokanvitah karta
harsha sokanvit karta,
rajasah parikirtitah.
rajasa parikirtina.
So ragi means attached. So the worker who is attached to
Work and the fruit.
karma phal, to the fruits of the work. Preps lubdho means greedy. Hinsatmak means he's violent. He's envious. Shuchi, he is not ashuchi, means he's not clean. He's impure. Harsh shokanvita, he gets moved by happiness and distress. Such people are called, such doer are called in the mode of passion. Right? So let us read the translation by Srila Prabhupada. The worker
The worker
who is attached to work
who is attached to work
and the fruits of work,
and the fruits of work,
desiring to enjoy those fruits,
desiring to enjoy those fruits,
and who is greedy,
and who is greedy,
always envious,
is envious,
impure,
impure,
and moved by joy and sorrow,
and moved by joy and sorrow,
is said to be in the mode of passion.
that will be in the morning.
And last slok for the day. Ayuktah Ayuktah Prakrita Stabdha Shato Naisha Kritol Kulasa Vishadi Dirga Sutri Cha Karta Tamas Uchyate Ayuktah Prakrita Stabdha Shato Naisha Krito Kulasah Vishadi Dirga Sutri Cha Karta Tamasa Uchyate. So let us read the translation of Srila Prabhupada. The worker
The worker
who is always engaged in work
he was always engaged in work
against the injection of the scripture,
against the injunctions of scripture,
who is materialistic,
is materialistic,
obstinate,
obstinate,
cheating,
cheating,
and expert in insulting others,
expert in insulting,
and who is lazy,
and lazy,
always morose,
always morose,
and procrastinating,
and procrastinating,
is said to be the worker in the mode of ignorance.
that will be the worker in the mode of ignorance.
Right? So today Krishna explained to us the first, we started with the 5 factors, that we are not the doer. Any action that we perform, it is because of the 5 factors. It is the 5 factors that influence it, which is the body, sharir, then adhishtanam, then it is basically the super soul which is residing in our heart, then we have the soul, then we have the karana, the senses, and then our endeavor. So these are the five things which actually cause an action to get completed, right? It is not just I. And then we talked about the three things. Krishna explained the modes of material nature, that even the knowledge that we gain is in three modes. Then mode of even the karma that we do is in three modes, and even the karta who is performing the action can be in three modes. So it is all about the consciousness with which we perform the action. If our consciousness in the mode of goodness, then actually it is illuminating and it will take us to the happiness, right? If it is in the mode of passion, then it will cause bondage, and if it is the mode of ignorance, then it will actually distress, and we will actually fall down, right? So with this, I today's class, let's now chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.